Motherfucker who just goes and does it.
Dude, I think that's everything. That's the whole, our podcast of Decoding Their Success.
Yeah.
Gary Vee, Zed Nashi. Dude, they just do. They look and they see and they do. They don't overthink. They're
Yeah.
like, yep, let's get it. If I stuff up, I do it perfect.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's. I think when you sit there and you give yourself like the whole Mel Robbins rule of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's stopping yourself from. We're programmed.
To stay in the comfort.
We're not programmed to be that successful, whatever it means to you, that person that is out there and doing what it takes to have the money, the bank account, look good, the confidence. And so if we don't override that by just going and doing it. So how's your crypto trading been going this week, son?
I'm a millionaire now.
Same.
In Zimbabwe money.
Why are you still doing the podcast?
Because I live in Australia. And I'm a millionaire in Zimbabwe money. And maybe Indonesian money.
We can probably organize a boat. And then, have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean where they get the boat and they walk underwater?
I don't watch kids' movies.
Pirates of the Caribbean is not a kids movie.
It's undead pirates.
Do you know what Sunny's like, bro? You're like
Undead pirates on a ship.
It's not a kids movie. It's an adult movie, okay? It's a
Is there
grown
a sex
adult.
scene in it?
Have you heard of? Yes.
Oh, shit.
Have you heard of what's his name? Jordan Peterson's saying man-child.
Yeah.
It's for man-childs, okay?
Okay.
Or woman-child, not to be non-discriminatory.
You big.
Sometimes. No. How's it been going? What's been news? What's been happening with crypto for you, man? Because it's blowing up. This shit's going.
Made some money on a few coins, which I didn't expect. Like I put on 3 coins, I had like $50 and they become like 800, 900, 1,000.
It's like it's fake money, man.
Yeah. But they came down too. I took out some profits and reinvested. And then just last night, Dogecoin had like $200 on it, and you had $200 on it.
Not bad. Now we're
Until
like,
1K.
hey man, what's this $1,000 doing in my crypto account
Yeah.
that might get
Where
shut
did
down
this
at
come
any
from?
time that we don't know about?
It's kind of like stock trading, but with a lot more risk.
Yeah, I know. But it's
But
like
it's kind of addicting to see your phone and see, oh, how much?
It is.
You just refresh after 5 minutes, and oh, you made $30. Refresh in 2 minutes, you made $100. Refresh in 10 minutes, you lost $200.
dude, you know what it feels like? It feels like the pokies. You know when have you ever played at the pokies?
No, I've seen people play.
It's so stupid. But obviously when I turned 18 and then like I went there. And so you just go and chuck a coin and you keep going and you just like, what's next?
Yeah.
So it's the same dopamine rush. And I feel like, obviously a little different, but like, you just, hey, oh shit, refresh. $50 up, hell yeah, keep going. And you like transfer somewhere else, you're like, fuck, I'm down. You know?
And it doesn't matter how much money we have there, it's not going to take it out. It's just going to sit there. Just a number, like a fake number, feels like.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm like, okay, what happens if you chuck all the money in there? And then it's like, one day,
Bitcoin crashes and then everything.
No.
If Bitcoin crashes, everything crashes.
Not even that. Let's say I catch the wave, but what if it's like, hey, it's gone. This money's evaporated in thin air. And I'm like, what can I do?
Yeah.
The crypto platform is closed down. You know, it's like, I don't know why that's rides in my mind.
Yeah.
But,
Can be possible.
yeah, no, I think it's like, it's fun, man. Like I think I'm starting to learn this week that I'm like, okay, hold on. Just to be like everything, it's like balance. Don't chuck absolutely everything in there and just go haywire. Like maybe, play a little bit here. Like what you're doing is I think it's a good strategy. It's like just playing a little bit here, a little bit there, and then
But
evening
you
the
don't get
odds.
like huge gains on that. Like
But that's the point.
suppose
right?
if I didn't put 50 in those, which I made me like $1,000, if I put 5,000 in those, how much money I'd be sitting on?
But I think it's that whole high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
It's you're managing the risk better.
Yeah.
But at least it's more sustainable. Like if it goes down, 30%, you're like, oh, I'm down $20, as opposed to I'm down $3,000.
Yeah.
So I think it's a bit like, it's not bad. It's a good technique.
You invested way more money though.
Why do you have to tell everyone?
Jeremy's a gambler, guys.
I actually am. No, I've got I don't know if it's a bad thing to say. I've got a very addictive personality. But I don't think this is to do with that. I think it's more like I see opportunity. Like, I mean, I'm more in the mindset of like, hey, you know what? If I lose this amount of money, I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, it's not gonna feel good. I'm not gonna be happy and saying, hey, let's go have drinks. Maybe in another way, but like, if it goes times what, if the really what everyone's talking about, and it's like potential of times 5, times 10, times 20, I'll be like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
But if I lose it, I'll be like, yeah. So that's why my mentality is there. So I think it's still a bit silly, but that's what we're learning this week. I'm like, okay, just put a little less, play around.
Diversify a bit, then you have better chances. Like, no one knows which one's going to go up for sure.
Exactly, that's true. But I am liking the Discord, which you're about to join. TVI, we mentioned them before. They're...
I haven't joined it yet. I'm waiting on the invite.
Hey, he told me, he messaged me. I'm like, hey, bro, I just told him a message. He's messaged you on Instagram. He told me to tell you.
All right, I'll message him. Anyhow, that's crypto aside. Don't go too much into it, guys. It's not a long-term growth.
Don't do it. Basically, yeah, we're actually flipping the script. We don't want you to join crypto.
You can do a bit,
It's a
but
scam.
if you don't have a job and you have money sitting, sit down and use it.
No, crypto's a scam, man. I'm telling you now, it's part of the new world order. There's yeah, no.
It's a monetary weapon, as Peter Thiel said a few days back.
Hey, bow, wow, wow,
Back it up.
Be careful.
Let me begin.
Careful, podcast now. Hit, diggity dee. It's like the house just goes. Like, where are they?
Didn't say the name.
They don't exist anymore.
Didn't say the name.
What? Who? Sofa? What? Success? Sofa? What? Couch? No.
Didn't say the name. We're fine.
But
what else has been happening for you?
For the week, this week's been interesting, man. I've been getting a lot of. I guess it's a money podcast today. I've just been lighting up and seeing opportunities. So some dudes they were moving house, and he had really, really good furniture. He just threw it out on the street.
Ching ching bling bling.
Not damaged, good condition. I'm like, everyone's walking by. I sat there and I'm like sitting to myself. I'm like, Jeremy, are you just gonna let this go? Are you just gonna say then think, whoever does that's lucky, good on them? And so I watched all these people walk by and they were like, their eyes lit up, man. And they're like, dude, look at all this stuff. That's a 55-inch TV. Look at the couch, leather. And then they walk off in 30 seconds, wishing they could do it. And I'm like, nope, I'm going to do it. So I went and grabbed it.
It's crazy. No one's stopping them to do it, but nobody does it.
But that's why I was like, in my mind, seeing that is almost like disbelief. Like, no, that's not meant for me. Like, no, I'm not there to do it.
It's kind of like the world. There's opportunity sitting right there. People see it and think like, oh, maybe what if I could do it? But they just walk off and they don't do it. And then there's this one motherfucker who just goes and does it.
Dude, I think that's everything. That's the whole, our podcast of Decoding Their Success. Yeah. Gary Vee, Zed Nashi. Dude, they just do. They look and they see and they do. They don't overthink. They're like, yep, let's get it. If I stuff up, I do it perfect. Yeah. But I don't think it's... I think when you sit there and you give yourself, the whole Mel Robbins rule of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's stopping yourself from... We're programmed...
stay in the comfort.
Yeah, we're not programmed to be that successful, whatever it means to you, that person that is out there and doing what it takes to have the money, the bank account, look good, the confidence. And so if we don't override that by just going and doing it, I think, because my mind kicked in and I'm like, if I think about it logically, what freaking logic is there to not take it and make a possible $2.5 grand?
Yeah. And
so I'm like, just went and did it. And I'm like, okay, good. And even while I was moving the stuff, I felt wrong. Believe it or not, man. I felt wrong. Like something was wrong. And I'm like, no, there's nothing wrong, man.
Yeah.
So I think it's just funny, listening to the monkey mind. Anyway, I think maybe that's the topic. Yeah. So I feel like lately I'm just listening to the mind. I'm like, okay, what's happening here? What's my programming telling me?
Yeah.
What about you? What else has been happening?
I think doing a lot of overtime because I'm starting this new job. So the old people need me and need to do a lot of stuff.
How's that going?
Yeah, doing a lot of work, and today and tomorrow I have to do my own business work and then the freelance work. So I'll have to find time to go to the gym and eat. Pretty loaded. Nothing.
How you
Nothing
gonna handle
interesting.
All right, how you gonna handle that though? Because that's a good topic. Because there's 7, maybe 10 people like you that have.
Just
Kidding,
have
it's
to
like
get
millions of people. I'm too busy. I don't have time. All right, so what's the plan?
Just gotta do. Just allocate time to
Perfect.
everything and then do it.
Perfect. Are you gonna have to look at your routine and find a way, find a hole, find any hole's a goal? I mean, find a place where you can.
I've dedicated time at night for the creative work and during the day a bit to the mindless work for the work overtime I have to do.
Yeah.
And after eating, I'll jump to my mindless work, and then when my food digested, I go to the gym
Yep.
and come back and then start doing the creative work.
Nice.
So that's pretty much the plan. I'm gonna learn some futures trading too if I have some time more today.
Futures trading. Oh yeah.
Margin and futures.
Oh yes, yes. Dude, that guy that we know, we're gonna have to kill him. I think.
Fucking hell, it's good.
No, we're gonna have to kill him, and then, I mean, or maybe we just keep him in our basement because then he can.
Give him computer.
We'll just
Make money. Like he can literally make money out of thin air. So good. Like like you reach that point where you are.
We hate you.
I think I can leave him in a garage and he'll be making $10,000 in a
Yeah,
fucking week.
yeah, and that's the power. I think once you learn the skill,
Yeah.
and the saying as well is like, you know what we said last night. Once you have money, you can make money.
Mm.
True.
Once you're in that mindset, I think that mindset that he's in also.
I think
He has
that's
capital to play with and the mindset to play with
Yeah.
too.
I think it's that fear. It's no longer a fear when you understand and say, hey, I'm willing to put the risk in because I know how to make the money. And I think that's the biggest thing. So you're like, yeah, let's do it. As opposed to, oh shit, what if I don't make my money back?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're definitely gonna have to capture him. I'm thinking about we'll make him do our trades. But we got to find a way to put stop losses just in case he does something to our accounts. Sorry, I went too deep. I was there. I was in my garage with him locked up.
Come back.
Come back. Yeah.
How's your health coaching going?
You mean me doing with my naturopath or me coaching others?
Both.
Me coaching others. I sort of taken a little step, not a step back. I'm still working with my clients, but I haven't been pushing to get new clients. I'm just sort of like, okay, let me work on these guys and give them my full attention because I've got so many things on. It's going good. I'm just learning better ways to like, hey, how do I automate it more? And then how do I sort of like automate it without taking away that personal, like where are things that I don't need to go extra mile that I can still give the exact same value on. That's more, you know. So that's going good. Clients are getting good results. I'm just thinking of I'm thinking of a way to engage people more. Because
Facebook groups not working?
no.
Have you got them everyone to turn on the notifications?
Yep. And so what I'm thinking now is I liked what someone did. And she's got a group. This is, she does, what is it called? Like psychiatrist? I don't know if that's the word. She basically every day she messages them like a motivational message or something that they may need, you know, and sort of just keeps them in the loop. So what I was thinking was, okay, maybe 7 days a week is a bit much, but what if I just create this WhatsApp group or even if it's a personal message and 2-3 days a week, you know, maybe it's motivation Monday, you know, hump day Wednesday, and then Friday something to just sort of give them a bit of edge. I think it's just more keeping the loop, but yeah, trying to find a way to do that because I feel like I want to keep. They're paying me. I want to give them the absolute best.
Yeah.
So
Can you do like a Discord or something for them?
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, probably gonna happen. It'll happen. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna make it. So yeah, and then my naturopath, good. Got a 3-month protocol. I think good. Basically, I got some shit. I found out I've got this bacteria in my stomach. It's like it's known for like pneumonia and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, it sucks to be you.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I looked more into it and I'm like, oh, that's a bit nasty. So it makes more sense as to all the shit that I'm getting.
Yeah.
Don't know how I got it. Yeah.
Maybe eating food which is not covered and mosquitoes sitting on it.
All right. Did something happen to you with that? Because I feel like.
No.
Don't lie.
No, nothing. It's just bad to eat food which a mosquito or fly sat on because they sit on so much shit. There are so many bacteria.
Don't disagree. I'm almost like I look at it as like, hey, I'll fight your little immune things.
Yeah,
but my
you
body's-
fight that, but you won't fight stale water.
I don't enjoy the taste of stale water.
Let's not get
It
our
doesn't
podcast
taste
in.
good, man. Look at the bottles that aren't used
Let's not get
and how
that.
they've got air in there. All right, let's not. It's like they're like witness. Me and Sonny had a blowout. Basically, we ended up doing some WWE moves on each other. No, we didn't. Yeah. What about you, man? You're still keeping the keto?
Sort of half. I'll go carbs few days, just fats and protein. Half.
Half.
Half
And now
half.
blow your house down.
Half. Half.
Sorry.
Half.
Did you get my reference?
No?
Do you know the Three Little Pigs story?
Oh, yeah.
Huff and I'll blow your house down. I'm sorry.
Fucking grow up.
I'm a man child. Jordan Peterson. I'm a man child.
I'm also confused about the part of my business thing because all my partners have money and I'm losing money if I'm working on it too. So nobody's putting much effort into it. They all have more money and I have more money than I had before when I started too. So nobody's putting more effort into it. So it's like all this time it's built and now it doesn't look like anyone's going to put in effort.
It's tough. What's the...
Don't know. Still exploring what to do.
That's a big thing. Finding someone to work with as a business partner.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it's so important because like in the beginning it's exciting and it feels good and even though you know there's good qualities about them, like I guess even weighing out the bad, but I guess there's cycles too, right? Like, you know, they say life cycles, like everything comes. Maybe, you know, if there's a way to work it out, you can push through and they're still okay. But are you willing to? Do you want to? I mean, that's the question.
I don't know. I'm going to have to think more.
Yeah. Have you actually written it down, like a pros and cons sheet, or maybe even like...
No. Have to do that.
I reckon that'll probably be at least what, because I find like if you got it in your brain, you're just scrambling it. But at least if you write it on paper, it's a better analyzation. It's annoying. But
Yeah, I'll do that.
shit, I can feel your pain. You're just like, You know, when you know Sonny, you know what mood he's in by the way he talks, the way his eyes move. He's like, yeah.
That and I'm also hungry.
And, what are you getting? What are you getting after this?
I don't know. What are you getting?
I don't have money. It's all in Doge. I'm not selling crypto to eat. Stuff that I'm not going to eat for a week. Lose weight.
What happens to all your money? It's all in crypto.
I went through that stage. You know that.
Yeah.
That was legit. I would not eat food if I made sure. If I had my money in investment, it's like, no, I don't have to eat today.
It's not my priority. That's why you have so many bacteria.
Maybe. Yeah, I do dumb stuff like that. But that's why it's good to have that coach and catch yourself out. And like even learning, I'm like, okay, balance, Jezza. Balance is the key. It's never going extreme.
Yeah.
But then I'll go extreme in something else, and then I'll learn my lesson only after. So I'm like, damn, man.
You don't see unless you go all the way to when you're extreme. Like,
Why am I so...
sometimes you only catch yourself at the finish line. Almost
so
the
bad.
finish line.
That leads me to think there has to be a method to make yourself be more aware when you start. Like maybe even like just I don't know, a self-check-in that you do with yourself.
You have to be more conscious.
Weekly
Set
check-in.
boundaries and lines.
Correct.
I know I'm over my boundaries at the moment with crypto because I set a few money boundaries and I'm over that, so I'm gonna stop.
As far as I'm concerned, it looks like I have no boundaries that even exist.
Yeah, so
That's how-
upwards.
No, I'm good. Yeah, no, I agree. I know what you mean. Awesome. All right, so what's the... is anything changing for you this week? Because everything's still going as we last spoke?
No, just the new job I'll be actually officially starting.
Nice.
This
So
work.
time's going to be tough. You're going to have to work your way around having to work out,
Yeah.
eat well, sleep.
Wake up in the early morning, try and
I
work
wake
out
up
before
in
go
the
to the
morning
gym.
feeling like P.
P.
Diddy.
Diddy.
I put my glasses on. I don't know the rest, but I got
Hate
big.
this city. Fuck. Get back on
All
your
right.
feet. All right.
Sorry, man. I'm back. I'm back.
All right. I think let's wrap it up. We don't have
Let's-
much to discuss for this week's growth talks.
I love it. Yeah, this is what people tune in for. They want to listen to the man child.
Yeah, they want to listen to you.
Me. Thanks, bro. All right, man. Yeah, hit us up. How's your week been going? Give us a DM. Always like listening. We've had some good responses on Instagram with posts, and it's always good to hear when people say, "Hey, man, thank you. We needed this message." And so, yeah, let us know because then we can make that content that is what you're after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, much love, peace, ciao, ciao mabata. I don't know. I was gonna say some other French.
Ciao mabata.
Ciao mabata. Ciao mabata.
Namaste.
Namaste. Ciao.
Ciao.